today, the Weekend Classic starts soon. And you can make tons and tons of stubs this weekend if you're not a bum, but also if you've got the right lineup. The boys on the squad gotta want it. I know for a fact Jason Varitek does not want it. Craig Biggio does not want it. But there's guys that do want it, that can be in your lineup to help you earn elite rewards. Again, we already have a video about how to prepare for this, breaking down, what the Weekend Classic structure is, what divisions are best, what rewards are best. You obviously want to get your 6 wins out of your first 6 games. But today, we go over the best players in the game to be adding to your squad for Weekend Classic and even beyond. Budget Beasts can be the name of the video. Because listen, we're going to have a big market crash. A lot of these high live series diamonds, I know it's tempting. It's tempting to go into, it's tempting to use Paul Skeens to win your Weekend Classic games. But he can only pitch once every 4 games. And he's going to go down in price to 40,000 stubs with the Weekend Classic market crash, especially for those high live series diamond cards. Because you're going to be getting free diamonds out of these packs. Look at that, 85 plus live series diamond. 88 plus live series diamond. But only about 3% of players are going to be getting those. So don't worry too much. But I do think there's guys you should add to your team. Let's get into it. Smash like and subscribe. We have 4,500 people in there. Almost 1,000 members. Please keep the support up. We'll help you make subs all year long. Here we go. First thing to look at is my team. My team is the first thing to look at. But also, screw the lineup. You can hit with a pool noodle. Give me a rake from the garage, the shed, the backyard. I don't care. I'll still take you deep. There's one thing that you can't fake. You can't fake one thing. Every half inning, there's going to be a guy on the bump, and there's going to be a guy trying to sell. Jake Arrieta is going to be the guy that's trying to sell you. Now, some pitchers are better on All-Star than Hall of Fame. Some pitchers are good on Hall of Fame and trash on All-Star. That's just how it is. Additionally, some guys, it depends on your pitching type. I personally use meter pitching. And there's guys that I can deal with meter pitching. And then there's guys that are trash cans on meter pitching. You kind of just got to know. Like, look at Jim Cat. He's putting in a shift. Jim Cat is a guy that you can get away with in Weekend Classic for free. The one thing you need is starting pitching. And here's the first guy. Noah Schultz, he is so good. He has 99 velocity. And yeah, his fastball might, it says it's 97, that's cap. He might be sitting around 95, 96 with the fastball. But he has such a good release point that he is a very worthwhile card to be adding for only about 6,000 stubs too. Or you can just do Diamond Quest and get him for free. Noah Schultz is the first guy you're going to want to add to your team, especially because there's the best hitters in the game right now. Like, if you ask me, who should you actually stack on your lineup? Jim Edmonds is insane. Kyle Schwarber is the best card in the game, I'm not joking. James Wood is a lefty. Babe Ruth is a lefty. Now, other budget beasts that I use, Dalton Rushing. You can get him so quickly, so easily from the program, the pipeline program. I am convinced that he is the best catcher in the game. You can see I have 43 at-bats with him, guys, and this is including a lot of games on Hall of Fame being played. He is very, very good. And look at his stats. I'm not surprised. He rakes first both sides of the plate, and he's got really good fielding behind home plate. So Dalton Rushing, don't sleep on him. He's very, very good. Another budget beast is David Wright. David Wright has a smooth, buttery swing. I mean, I predicted that would happen. I knew it. You might think that you're going to get jammed based on his stance, but I think he plays pretty well. And again, pretty darn cheap, almost 6,000 stubs. So you're not really breaking the bank, and you're going to have a solid third baseman. Obviously, you can use some of your Team Affinity guys. My favorite cards that I've been using, I like Glaber a lot. I like Frank Thomas, but on higher difficulties, I feel like he's worse. And Jordan Lawless, he's kind of got a place. He's batting 361, not bad. I think the offense, like I said, the offense, it is what it is. At this point, I'm not going to change it too much. I'm not going to go ahead and buy guys like Ketel Marte to boost my lineup for one weekend. Heck no. I'm going in. This is looking like it's going to be my Weekend Classic team. And you can see I got a lot of lefties in my lineup, although it's pretty even because I balanced it out a little bit. But if you have a lot of lefties in your lineup, make sure the bench, like you can see, I got 3 righties on the bench. And my bench is kind of weak. I mean, these guys, these 2 right here, they'll rake versus lefties. I might need to make some substitutions heading into Weekend Classic. Now, starting pitching. Let's get back to what matters. Schultz will deal. Jim Cat will deal. You can maybe trust Yoshi and maybe trust Scherzer. Again, I haven't had enough experience using Scherzer yet, and I think Yoshi is a solid pitcher option as well. Again, those 4 guys, they're free, and they can all be reliable starters. Everyone else in my rotation, no. And that's why you're here. You're here because I'm going to be telling you guys, I personally need a starting pitcher or I'm going to lose. So there's one guy I have my eye on. Steve Carlton. Steve Carlton is going to be solid. He's got a really good pitch mix, and everything looks solid in terms of his price. It's not going to go down too much based on Weekend Classic. So I think Steve Carlton, you can get away with it. Again, I like lefty pitchers. The one thing that concerns me is velocity. So if you like pitching with guys with higher velo, probably don't go with Steve Carlton. Pavetta, he's a bum. Corbin Burns might have to come home. Corbin Burns doesn't have the best velocity, but he does have one amazing thing, a good pitch mix. And I say he doesn't have the best velocity. They're showing 99 velocity. I faced him, and every time I faced this Corbin Burns card, I have put up over 5 runs against him. So maybe I'm just insane at hitting him. Maybe I'm just the best player in the universe. I don't care. He's coming home to my team, and I'll make the cutter, sinker, pitch mix work like a charm. His pitch mix is disgusting, and it's basically everything you can want in a starting pitcher. And it's only $20K. I think it's worth it. And then what the thing you approach this as, right? You sign Corbin Burns to a 1-weekend contract, and then you send his ass right back to free agency. So Corbin Burns, he's a very good starting pitcher option. Again, these live series cards, like yes, Skubal, Sale, Wheeler. I mean, I would love to have any of these guys as my starting pitchers, but not for this price. Now we get to some better options. Garrett Crochet and Andrew Painter. Now, I haven't used this Garrett Crochet card, and I haven't used his Andrew Painter card, but I think I will be. And Glasnow. In fact, I might be spending on all 3 of these guys. If I needed a starting pitcher, which I do, I don't, but I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're looking to improve heading into Weekend Classic. We're looking for rentals. Glasnow's coming home, Andrew Painter's coming home, and Garrett Crochet. All of them are coming home. They will be my pitchers. Chase Burns is an honorable mention as well, man. Look, 1,600 stubs. You can't beat that. 99 velocity. If they know how to hit a fastball, though, you might be cooked. It's as simple as that. But those are the starting pitchers you're going to want to add. Now, if we go ahead and look at everything else, is there any other budget beasts? Jose Bautista could be a good name. Now, depending on the difficulty you're on, it might be harder to use Jose Bautista, who has 58 vision, on a higher difficulty. A Demes could be a guy that you pinch hit with versus righties. Versus lefties, he's probably cooked. There's a lot of good players out there, and I think that hitting-wise, you're probably, if you're watching this video, you know who the best hitters are. If you don't know who the best hitters are, go check out my Team Affinity tier list. We just dropped that recently. But basically, a lot of people on my team are solid. The main focus is pitching. We already went over starters. Now we go over relievers. And you can actually get away with gold relievers. Like, if you don't want to drop a lot, get Matt Strahm, who's quick sell. So this is the definition of a rental, man. Because Matt Strahm at quick sell, everybody in ranked seasons is using Matt Strahm against me. And they're all pitching pretty well. So Matt Strahm is definitely a budget guy you can add to your Weekend Classic team. A lot of people are using this Hobie Milner card too. He has I'm trying to find the word. He's not a southpaw. I mean, he is, but he's like a submarinist, bro. Think of lefty version of Darren O'Day. That's this guy. 57 velocity, but he's glitchy. I wouldn't recommend it. In fact, I would recommend blowing the budget. Have some fun. Sign a rental, and I might sign a rental myself. David Robertson, Tanner Scott, they'll both be being added to my roster. Now, Kenley Jansen at 13K is where things, you're starting to, to really push my price range. I don't think I can justify spending 13K. Even 10,000 for a lefty Billy Wagner. He does have 99 velocity, so that is pretty good. But we have a couple better options, I think. Not Ryan Presley. We're looking at Mark Davis. Mark Davis is elite out of the bullpen. 2.0 ERA with me on meter. So if we go look at my bullpen, this is the bullpen that I highly recommend everybody have, at least. Justin Martinez. Now, Justin Martinez has honestly been disappointing for me. I don't know if I'm just trash. I don't know if he's just bad at meter pitching. But what he can do is blow it past people. The velocity is there. 99 velocity. His control is kind of trash. But he's got the pitch mix and he has the velo. So that's good. The best relievers in the game you can possibly have for Weekend Classic are Andrew Miller, number 1, 1.2 ERA, 11 Ks and 7 innings pitched, insane. And also Mark Davis. Both of these guys ball out. I highly suggest you have both of these lefties in your bullpen. And also John Franco, he's also been very good for me, but he's just not as good as Mark Davis and Andrew Miller are. The best righty reliever that I've used has been Raleigh Fingers. He's gotten the job done. I don't know what those stats are showing, man. He must have had a bad inning recently. But Riley Fingers is a guy where his sinker and forkball, the tunnel you can create with those pitches is elite, and it's just a really good pitch combination. Honestly, Rysdale Iglesias and Devin Williams, those are both pretty solid pitchers as well. Something to keep in mind is take a look at their inside edge over the weekend. Devin Williams has a screwball, and right now they're showing him plus 10 K per 9, plus 8 hit per 9. So he's playing up to an 87 overall, which compared to why am I spending on diamonds who are 87s when I could get Devin Williams for quick sell, who's also playing up to an 87. So you can actually go ahead and look at gold for the bullpen. Just take a look at their inside edge, make sure they're not playing down to silver or you are cooked. The best players for the lineup, Schwarber should be in. Jim Edmonds should be in. Dalton Rushing should be in. And really, for hitters, you guys should know who the people are that rake for you. Wouldn't be spending the budget on a lot of these higher priced players, but guys that are like 4,000 stubs, guys that are 5,000 or 6,000 stubs, those are the players you want to be recruiting. Smash the subscribe button, man. Let me know if you got any questions down in the comments. Peace.